All right, everybody. I said the last draft was going to be our last core set 2020 draft, but I lied. We had a quick 3-3, and the people have spoken. We want to do one more draft, so we are going to do one more draft. And before I do, I want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom sells you magic stuff. Thank you so much for that sub. Thank you so much, Card Kingdom, for sponsoring me. If you check out their website via my affiliate link down below in my panels, the Card Kingdom link there, it'll take you there from me, which is good for this stream if you appreciate what you're seeing here. But I appreciate what Card Kingdom delivers every day on the customer service front, on the value front, and on the reliability front. The thing I think I like most about Card Kingdom is that whenever I place an order, I know that it's going to be exactly as described. I've had a lot of bad situations where I got stuff from people that were not as described, much worse condition than stated. I love the reliability and peace of mind you get from ordering from a place like Card Kingdom, where they stand by their product, they know how to grade cards, and you just are going to be happy with what you get. So thank you so much for the support, Card Kingdom. Please check them out. Sorry I dashed your hopes, Brian, but we made a lot of other people happy. We're going to take Mu Yanling here, of course. How many of her do we have? We already have 4, so we're going to get gems off of this as well. Easy first pick.
Things are more calming than a raging thunderstorm.
Could just follow it up with a weaponsmith and try and make that happen. Or we take a vulture. I think those are the only 2 real cards calling out to me here. And vulture is just whatever. So I think we take the round weaponsmith. It matches color, and it's probably just better than the vulture anyway. Whoa, rewarded. Rewarded. I like this outrage here, but of course. Now then, here do we want a Dismal Backwater or an Angel of Vitality or Rapacious Dragon? Probably just the dragon. You want Skelly? I don't want Skelly yet. I think we take Dragon. Dragon's real good. Frosty the Lynx, or we can take an Audacious Thief. Interesting situation. Thief, easily the best card in the pack. Lynx, right on color. We can't do polls, but let me know what you think of this one. Are we on Thief or are we on Lynx? What do you think? I see some thieving. Duress. No, I don't see a Duress. It doesn't matter that Thief isn't a signal. I don't want to pick on you, but it kind of bugs me when people say, oh, Audacious Thief isn't a signal because the bots don't value it. That's why it's a signal. Like, or that's why you want it. Like, hooray, bots don't value this card, so we'll totally get more of them, you know? No, you should try and read signals from bots. It is important. It's very important to read the signals from bots. And it's important even to know that just because this is here doesn't mean that... the relevant point is that just because this thief is here doesn't mean that bots to our right aren't taking black. That is a fair thing to point out, but it's not a dissuasion for taking this, is my point. Anyway, let me take the thief here. Lynx keeps us more open, but I love me a blue-black deck if that's where we end up. Ooh, this is a really tough pick. We can get right back into red with a brawler, but there's a pattern matcher that continues to keep us open. Really want this brawler, but I think pattern matcher early is nice to know about. So yeah, we'll take matcher and try and make that work this draft. You know what? I'm even going to take an aerial assault here. We can take convolute. It's somewhat playable, but I hope not to. I'm going to take the aerial assault because we could still backdoor into blue-white flyers again. I don't think we're going to play this, but I thought it was the right pick in that spot. We could take Bird Grabber as an unlikely but possible. Raptor or more hedging to possible white. And I guess I'll take a... I can take a Raptor. Hope we don't play it, but we might. I'm going to take an Anticipate here. Not playing that hammer. Man, the draft started out amazing. Yanling into Weaponsmith into Sailor was a nice start, but it's kind of tailed off since then a bit. Don't want to take Tracker. We'll just take a Sea Serpent. It's playable. Not amazing, but playable. We might run a main deck Airstrike, but I'm going to take the Fire Elemental on the chance of red-blue elementals. We ended 3-3 on the previous one. Really trying to get us to take hammers. And I'll take the Vault Progress. I don't think we're going to play white. Everything went downhill when we didn't take the links. Oh well, James. See, I'm gonna cut that. I really don't think we're playing white. Might play a crab. Probably not. We can take a Murder or Gems or Wave Crasher. What are we doing for Wave Crasher? It's creature, right? Yeah, I don't think we're doing much with Wave Crasher. I think we just take Murder here, actually. See about backdooring into the blue-black. Although then we get a nice counterpoint in a Lightning Stormkin saying maybe we're red-blue after all. And there's not much else here to take. We could take a Fixing, but we're definitely take the Stormkin and continue to try and figure out where we're going. Another Pattern Matcher. And there's a vial for the Weaponsmith. Hopefully we wield that. I'm going to take another Pattern Matcher. Really puts the pressure on us to find some dupes, but usually we do by the end of a format, or end of a draft. Yeah, we can take the wilds too, but I just want to be two color. We're not going to like be Grixis or anything. Raptor likes the wilds. Pick two. Nah, I like Pattern Matcher for sure. We're going to take two Pattern Matchers and we're going to make it work. Damn it. Mastiff or Splinters, really asking us whether we are blue or black here. I'm sorry, not red or black here. Matched for a matcher? No, we haven't done that yet. That would be funny, James, if we pulled that out. Yeah, this is a tough one. What do you think? Splinters leaning towards black or Mastiff leaning towards red? It's kind of like Stormkin, Murder are the pulls here. Although we have Thief and Murder, that's a pretty nice pull there. Trouble is, I only really like Bone Splinters when you have your Skellies, and we don't have a skeleton yet. All right, I'll take Splinters. This probably wheels anyway. I get these two confused all the time. Oh, it's because it's the same artist, too, and the same dude. No wonder I get these confused all the time. It's like, same casting cost, same artist, same dude? Anyway, what are we doing here? Befuddle or one of these dudes? I guess I like War Chief actually better than Scourger. It starts out a little bigger, and with Thief does some stuff. It also, we're definitely playing blue, so we can take Befuddle to make sure we get a playable here. I'm gonna take the War Chief. Another splinters, but oh, here's Skelly. We want the Skelly first, then we'll pick up some splinters. I think we're heading into black-blue pretty solidly now, so I'm going to cut the red. And take a look at this pick, which is kind of a weak one, unfortunately. I don't like any of this. We already have an Anticipate, which I don't like to play the first one of, so I don't know about playing two. Play a Prismite for something to slot in. People like the caves. I do not. Not even in two-color. I'm not in for the caves. We take the caves, here's what happens. One swamp, one caves, a bunch of islands, and a murder in our hand that we desperately need to cast. Yeah, I guess we take a crab. We already have a crab too, though. I'm going to take Anticipate. In desperation, we might play multiple Anticipates. And I'll take a Convolute. Take a Vial. This Vial came on the wheel as we hoped. We do have a Weaponsmith, so if we get some more of that action, that would be nice. Nothing going on here. Take the uncommon. Yeah, well, I'm far better than Ben S., so just listen to me. I am, of course, kidding, but I do like to have. I would love to talk with Ben about that and the risks and rewards of the cave. We have to take it, but then we have to talk about it. I almost wish this wasn't here.
I have not survived.
I'm never passing a mythic, like, on purpose. I've done it on accident before, but mythics are worth 40 gems. We're taking it. Gotta take it. And then we'll take another Weaponsmith. Another Skelly, not bad here. Hope we wheel the Cutthroat. Maybe we take Cutthroat, wheel Skelly. I think both of these will wheel. Yeah, we can look at the curve. Cutthroat more important. One thing I do like about taking the Skelly is that it works towards our double pattern matcher. It gives us a second thing that we can match. So I think I want to take the Skeleton, and we'll try and wheel this. Or the Unsummon. Unsummon is nice here too, but Skelly. Ugh. Yeah, Scuttlemutt was on the table, but I don't think it rose above the Skeleton. Vampire! Ugh. Hey, cast Scholar of Ages. Did you win? I hope you won if you got to cast Scholar of Ages. All right. Well, we'll take it because there's nothing else good there anyway. Wish this were a vampire. Octoprophet or Fang? Actually, maybe the Prophet here. We're doing okay on twos, although not great. Not great on twos, but Sorcerer might wheel as well. Prophet won't. Sprite or Vampire? Fine, look. Do I have to prioritize vampires? Wish you were a vampire. We already got one of you. We have 2 weaponsmiths. We could take a stone golem at this point. They become a little more playable in this condition. And maybe I don't want to... Well, War Chief is a second thing to pattern match, but I don't know if we're playing all of them. Like, are we playing both War Chiefs? I guess we would play 2 War Chiefs. We only have 2 5s. Yeah, I'll take this on the strength of pattern matching. No, it's not as good, but it still happens. Besides, we're going to take a cutthroat here, and then we're going to wheel the other one, and then we'll have a sweet cutthroat pattern match. I don't think we're ever running the axe. So I'll take another convolute. Although we're never running 2 convolutes, so I'll take the axe to just to consider it. Look, it came back just like we thought. Ooh, this one came back. Yeah, we'll take that as well. Take a befuddle. I've beaten Moo on 3. It's not an auto win. There. Have I changed your mind? Because I've literally done it? I think I'd have to go find it in the... Oh, maybe I forgot to craft up on the other mythic. That's too bad. It's all right. We have some extra... We have 4 mythics we could have used. Or did I just take the 2 mythics and no other rare? Could be that. Oh yeah, I guess it was it. No, we did it. It was just those were the only 2 rare cards we took. I think I was on the play and just had action. I can't remember. I did. I feel like we did though. Yeah, less predictable bots is a nice goal, James. The trouble with less predictable bots is it generally means making bots draft worse. But what I'd like to see them do is, and I noted this as a big problem with the bots that needed to be solved, is how to deal with gotta catch them all stuff. Like, how are they going to deal with 7 dwarves? How do they deal with the foot soldier? That kind of thing. Because those are these variable pick order cards that where how good it is totally depends on how many you have already, right? So that's what I would really like to see them do. Anyway, we have 6 cuts here. We are on 1910 split. Let's find some stuff we don't like. Man, I guess we have to play these 2 vials because we have the 2 weaponsmiths, so they kind of become free draws. I'm gonna cut a convolute, crab, raptor, serpent. What does that do for us? We're at 16.9 with those cuts. Anticipate. Now it's getting tough. Now what do we cut? Yeah, James, that's one way to do it. Cut Sorin. Well, if we cut Sorin, why are we playing Barony Vampire or Epicure? If we're gonna cut, let's do back, you know? Or like this. I don't see why we should play weak-ass vampires if we're not going to play Sorin. So then let's do it this way. Mabanap, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Slumlorden, and it costs us a whole card to do that, and all we do is get some life? That seems actively bad. Not actively bad. That seems not worth a card. That's what I'm saying. All right, we'll start with the Sorin package. I think I'll do it this way, though. Let's start out here, see what happens. There's always a problem with my stream brain. I just can't tell you what that problem is and who it's affecting and what I can do about it. It's really frustrating, actually, but that's technology for you. Works like 80% of the time, you know. Deck does look odd, I agree, but it's what we've got. We're going to give it a shot. I've been pretty down on Sorin as a random include. Got a lot of people trying to say Sorin's totally playable and fine with no vampires. I don't know that that's true. We're going to keep this despite the complete lack of blue because we have Skelly into Thief into Cutthroat, and both Skeleton and Thief are great with the Cutthroat. I kind of agree that Sorin sucks, but this deck kind of sucks. I didn't par it, but this is more like a 3-3. Like if we went 3-3 here, I wouldn't be surprised or upset. If we do better than that, I'll be happy. Double Skelly, not really where we want to be, but at least we have something to do on 2. Moo is not worth that much, I'm sorry. If Moo were worth a 1.5 wins of par, then I would evaluate rare drafting a lot differently. And if you don't value Cloudkin under 40 gems, then you're overvaluing Cloudkin on the gem front. It's definitely not worth 40 gems to your EV. Not even close. Well, Thief could see a Convolute, but we'll make him have it. Getting all of our doubles. I guess we have 3 Cutthroats. And I'm going to go ahead and play one as a Hill Giant here. If you got 6 Thieves, would you play them all? I think I would play 6. Maybe I'd only run 5. It really depends on what your other cards in the 3 slot are. If you literally have no other 3s, then sure. No, I don't think there's a single card in the format worth 40 gems, which is why I take, personally, I don't think there is, which is why I always take mythics for gems. Yeah, the life lost might start to add up. So as I was acquiring more thieves, I would be looking for ways to gain life. But honestly, if you can get thieves that reliably, it shouldn't matter. But I think 5 is probably the sweet spot on that.
Patient. Even a light breeze. Learn some respect.
I'm going to keep 2 skeletons back here. They don't do much damage, and I don't want to lose Moo because I got greedy with like 1 point of damage and couldn't block. I mean, I know that the fencing ace is at -1 right now, but they could do something. You know, they could pump it or whatever. I just didn't want to risk that. We could vial. I'm going to put the vial down in case we need to take out that ace. Go ahead and make this.
Take to the sky, my friend.
Now I'm going to attack with 2. I actually don't even think, like, Chandra, Mythic Chandra is actually worth 40 gems to your game EV. I played in an event with Mythic Chandra, and I went 7 wins, but I only cast Mythic Chandra once, you know? I'm going to keep applying pressure here. I don't think they have any sweepers, so it's not really what you want to be doing with a Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, but I like to be winning. That's cool. Oppo agrees. Well, that I'm winning, not that it's cool. It's the fact that you might not even see these cards that is a huge factor in their gem EV. You're not alone, Buckeye. Apparently my sound is all over the map for all sorts of people. I don't know. I know that was anecdotal, but I don't have the statistics off the top of my head. But I'm saying we've all been there. You know, if you go X cards deep into your library each game on average, and you can actually do the math. But the point is, people seem to think like, oh, I have this mythic in my deck, so I'm just going to obviously stomp. And it's like, you're not guaranteed to draw it. You only see probably about a third plus of your deck per game. And then you might not even have the ability to cast it when you do draw it. Or like, sometimes you just go 0-3 because you had terrible magic luck and nothing you drafted mattered at all. I don't know when 2020 draft ends. The real question is, when does the other stuff start? And Sealed starts tomorrow and Best of 3 starts Monday. We'll keep this. That's a great point. Year of Glad points out that it only affects your EV when you cast it and win a game that you wouldn't have won without casting it. And often you win games that you would have won anyway. I'm going to start with a Skelly.
Say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Hey, Nick. Oh, Nick, this has got to be the set for you, right? This seems like you would love this set. Nicholas is my my buddy Nick Davidson. Nick and I worked on Arena together in its early stages. We have both moved on, but always glad to see Nick showing up and saying hello. can't answer that, Sergeant, without actually seeing the deck, but a good rule of thumb is only dip below 17 lands if your deck can run on 3 lands. There's an argument for, like, protecting the Sailor until you can draw cards, but I'm usually in it for putting it at risk and drawing and just trying to get some damage in. Unfortunately, nothing to play this turn. What combination of colors do you think match the best in Draft 2020? Blue-green, any kind of Temur Elemental combination, or blue-black are my favorites. All right, all right. We can drop a Weaponsmith so that we can start finding our stuff before we accidentally draw it. We don't have an attack into the Spitfire, of course. Well, we do actually. Let's send the skeleton, see if they have the lack of sense to block it. They don't. So we could get the other skeleton with match, but I think I like Weaponsmith here and start getting our removal with it. Really great to draw a Weaponsmith before any of our vials. We don't have any bows. We didn't even see any bows. We like second picked a Weaponsmith and never even had a chance to pass a bow. Aww. We searched it up to avoid exactly what then happened with the second one. Dang it. Not going to mess around, though. Let's get this digger dead. And then attack in. They're stuck on 3. Oh, are they going to convolute? No, no convolute. Sure. I'm just gonna vial the digger here. They could have the rage, the +2/+1, but if they do, we want to make them use it on our turn anyway. Well, they must not have it in their deck, or they could have gone to look for it there. I bet they'll play a land here, though, after an anticipate. Looking to brawl. All right. I actually like... I'm going to swing in with this skeleton and... see what happens there. Probably just take it again. We're telegraphing exactly what we've got, but at least it's a little extra damage. And I'm going to go with... let's see, we can Weaponsmith out the vial and then have War Chief still. Let's do that. Then we can pattern match the War Chief next turn and cast it with the Weaponsmith. Maybe I should be drawing cards with the Sailor while we have the window, but they're putting a lot of pressure on us, so we do need to make an appearance here. We could also just try to trade the War Chief for the Brawler, but I think we can take one more hit here, and then it'll make the War Chief bigger, and then it can... Oh my god, it's just Cavalier Day for us. Now we may have to Dragonfire the Cavalier so that we can Fathom Fleet Cutthroat it. Murder would be nice off the top as well. But, you know, let's just do this. Let's get rid of this Cavalier. No attacks, and now we finally can start drawing cards with the Sailor as we cast the Pattern Matcher, etc. Guru, you're not, they didn't have to go out of their way to do that. That's not the right way to think about it, because they would have had to, if you don't solve it in detail, if you just randomize, that's worse, right? So anyway, I want to focus on this game, but I don't fully agree with you there. We're going to start using our skeleton for the great purpose of not dying to the Brawler. Love taking one. We get a pumped up War Chief. Maybe we could have attacked with the War Chief last turn, yeah. But I'm being pretty paranoid about our defense here with the Brawler and everything. Now we get... Let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw from Sailor. No. Well, maybe I should have, because they've got a good block on the Cutthroat. But hey, if we want to do that, we can do it this time. Although in this case, we're going to go fetch another one. We'll send War Chief here. Oh, that's too bad. That was what I was going to pattern match. But I guess it's good that we didn't happen with Pattern Matcher on the stack, at least. And it's really a tempo play from Oppo that we can work around. We could go get another Cutthroat still, but I'm content with Skeleton Thief here. Thief attacking next turn turns on the War Chief. A little bit vulnerable to this Elemental. This is kind of our biggest problem right now. All right, well, now we face this decision we had last time again on whether or not we're giving up a Cutthroat in order to take out the Brawler, and I think we are. Means we can't pattern match it, but we're not exactly getting these pinged anyway. We need our Murder for the Elemental, really. Yeah, but I'm saying Fanatic Guru randomizing... Cereal? Randomizing the commons is not acceptable. Randomizing the commons would be a worse solution in my mind than having print runs. Having known print runs. Well, I'm gonna go War Chief. I'm gonna... Do we need to block with this yet? We're gonna go to 7. If we attack 6, 5, 4, 3, then we have this Brawler to still deal with. We're gonna have this War Chief. I'm gonna risk it and attack this time. And also, maybe I should even just attack with the Weaponsmith. No, we're gonna use that to cast this. Never mind. Convolute is interesting, but I don't think changes too much for us. Yeah, we can't pattern match and convolute, so I'm going to play skeleton and then pattern matcher. Yeah, we got to take some risks. I know that we're dead to whatever, but like, that was the decision we made, and I think it's a fine one. I think if they had had anything really devastating, we would have already seen it. So they would have had to have drawn it. Now we are in chump mode for sure, at least on the sailor front. But we are going to attack with this. Go to 2. And even attack with the, with this, this, and this. That's fine. We have now Convolute and Sailor. We'll see which one we want to do here. Probably just Sailor. Just to draw a card here. No more attacking with thieves. Well, we got some big boys. Maybe we'll find a murder and just murder our way to a win here. Or more land. Well, I don't know if we live or die, but we're attacking with everything but the thief. Math is for people not dead to a flyer on the following turn. Hey, it was enough. Close one. What we got there? Up to 2-0 on that draft. Soren clearly terrible. I don't like the vial in our opener, but I'm not going to mulligan this. We'll keep it. Ooh, are they showing shock? Was that a little pause there? No, maybe it wasn't. Let's see, though. We'll find out, I guess. Do they have shock? No, they don't have shock. Hey, Soren, we were just talking about you. I think you suck. Some people don't. Suck is too strong. I don't think Soren is generally worth a card unless you have a heavy vampire presence, but others disagree with me. Alright, dead sailor. Very good point, Rumbutt. Very good point.
Picked a fight with an ancient vampire lord. Foolish.
Wrong order on the vials. But we're going to go ahead and play one and protect Soren a bit. And I'm going to just kill the wolf now. I use an MTGA tracker. I don't have it up right now. Ooh, we get a different useless +1 here.
My bloodline flows through you.
+1, trigger voice dialogue. That's what this does. I couldn't be happier that that prompt... Okay, that's the best thing Soren's done this game. Somehow cause our oppo to decide to use a shock on a sanitarium skeleton. I'm in. I don't know what's best brain. It's just what I ended up with. No, the loyalty is a cost. In Magic, the colon is a magical symbol. Everything, whenever you see a colon, stuff before it is a cost, stuff after it is an effect. And you can't stop the costs from being paid if I have the payment and make it. Yeah, maybe they thought it would get +1/+1, I don't know. Hey, look! Now we're talking. See if they've got another shock. Oh no, they do.
Mighty curse.
What I would really like, if I can be specific, is a non-evolving wilds land, please. Can be any color. All I want to do is cast a freaking war chief, so... All right, well, I guess we can still protect our spider with the skeleton on defense. So we'll just leave up Convolute here.
Our fiends thirst for life.
I don't think you can decay out of the... Well, I'm sorry, I'm so... Pat, maybe chat can help you, because I'm so disconnected from the rewards of rank that I haven't really studied that. What? How? What? Vamp from graveyard? What are you talking? I am going to be patient on the pattern matcher too. I really want to match that war chief. No worries, Stream Daddy Gaming. I don't read cards either. Did I forget to plus there? No, I plus, didn't I? It almost doesn't matter. Soren can be 27. It doesn't really matter. The question is, are we going to get anything out of the effect? I mean, I practically just want to take this. I could block with a skeleton, but it doesn't even matter. I'd rather have Convolute up and skeleton for next turn. I'm just going to let Soren take 3. Although I suppose if they have pump, he could take more. But if it took 6, it wouldn't matter. I'm just going to let it hit. They could kill Soren and it wouldn't matter. Like, if they want to use a pump here, that's great, Oppo. That's great. That's really great. If you do it again, less great, but still not even a big concern.
Show some respect.
Yeah, Soren's doing work because Oppo is being silly, but I guess that is one of the effects of a Planeswalker, right?
I bestow a mighty curse.
All right, I'm going to drop a no-value Cutthroat here. Put shields down on Convolute for a turn. And doesn't actually stop him from attacking with the spider, so I'm not 100% about that play, but felt like I should not do nothing here. Yeah, Tracker would have been nice to Convolute, actually. That's a good card for them at this point in the game. Man, all right, well. Still not going to attack. I'm going to play the Prophet and try and find some land. Could justify the Splinters to get rid of this Tracker. I want land, of course, but we can go... It's actually a couple turns before that works, though. Do you like trying to find the land or just splintering that stinking Tracker before it gets out of hand? Because we don't really have much else to... Yeah, I think we need to keep it. Gotta keep the Splinters here. Just because Tracker will let this game slip away. I think we actually have a pretty good position, despite our inability to find a fifth land. But we start to lose that position if the Tracker takes over. Wow, all right. Maybe Soren's awesome. Because, like, I don't even care if they pump the spider to kill it now. That would be great. That would be fine. I don't even care, Coolio. Like, if the end result is that we gain 9 life and discard 2 pump spells from Oppo's hand, that's actually pretty good. Well, we knew we were drawing that, and we're not going to play it this turn. So might as well just plus Soren and then kind of...
I bestow a mighty
Well, let's see. Yeah, it's fine. We can, if they attack with both... Well, yeah, if they attack with both... I'm going to leave this. We're going to do it this way. This gives us a bunch of different options here. If they send both at Soren, we can block the spider and kill it with Vial. Or we can convolute something, or we can just bring back Skeleton. So we do have a lot of choices from this spot. And I'd be happy to trade Cutthroat and Dragonfire for the spider at this point. This doesn't surprise me. They seem very interested in getting Soren off the board.
That was the act of a coward.
Yeah, Mask on Scorpion means they can throw the Scorpion with poison at anything. Oh, interesting. Boy, another land would have been useful. Do we care about that over the spider? Argument for convoluting it. Yeah, I'm going to convolute it, actually. It means we don't get to vial the spider. But I think this is actually worse for us. Oh, he can pay the mana. Thank you. Yeah, to be fair, I did start to look at that. He can pay the mana, so we can't convolute. So we're just going to accept that. But then we can just vial it instead, I think. Basically, I'm choosing to vial the smuggler instead. But given that, we can go ahead and just bring the Skelly back. Does that make sense? It's not great, Brain, but we have 2 weaponsmiths. That's why we're doing this. So I'm trying to figure out whether we're picking something off here with our 2 mana or bringing Skelly back. I guess I'm going to pick off for 2 mana and hope we find mana for this War Chief at long last. But which one? I can get rid of the spider. Hey, there's our land. So one of the problems, of course, if we War Chief, they do get to just chuck the Scorpion at it, but then Sorin is still out of range of death from the Smuggler, so it's still okay.
My bloodline flows through you.
Next turn we have bring back Skeleton, play it, and splinters it. So Skeleton plus Bone Splinters is like a 5 mana removal spell. Oh, they're finally just coming at us. I don't know what this attack is about exactly, but we call. I call your bluff. I don't care what you do with this dude.
I bestow a mighty curse.
And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and splinters now. Sorry, Sorin Loyalty is 4. Let me move. I forgot that I was in your way. I will move here. We'll be here for right now. Oh, also remind me, I'm not sponsored by Wizards, so I got to get these off of my UI. Not today. I was sponsored by Wizards yesterday. No, we decided to draft again. We're still going to set review today, so hang in there. We'll do that at noon, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of this smuggler. You want to hold splinters? Maybe I should have. I don't know. I'm just kind of... Now I'm maybe playing Sorin poorly by trying to protect him too much. Yeah, if you held splinters there, I wouldn't blame you. It might have been a mistake to do that. Gift is very whatever. Bronte. And us without a convolute. Well, let's go Skeleton. Oh, wait, that's a return, huh? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can't do everything. Although we can bring back Skeleton and replay it at least. And have the convolute up. Convolute's not going to do anything, though. Check out this mana. Like, this is a dead card. Man, Spiffy, I don't know. People seem to be having problems today, and I hope it's not something I'm doing.
Some say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar.
Thank you for that sub. I appreciate that a lot. Spiffy, restart your computer, uninstall and reinstall all of your software. That's my suggestion. Now they're just coming at me, and so I'm going to leave. We're just going to take 3, and although ironically that's the place where I could have just chumped and gotten it back, but I did have the convolute. Yeah, you can try a different browser. That may be helpful to some. Well, you can pass on my message. Bring back Barony Vamp? How are we bringing back Barony Vamp? I don't know. Confusing the Sorens.
This is but a taste of my power.
We can send this. Why not? What you gonna do about it, Oppo? Take it. Oh. I suppose I should have made this lifelink. Wouldn't mind being at 16. Playing a little loose there with that. We are just non-stop lands, though. All right. Now we'll just... Well, we can give the pattern matcher the Death Touch lifelink, but I'm just going to put it on a skeleton and keep sending one of these.
Our fiends thirst for life.
Yep, we found all those lands that we were missing for so long. It's not like we're 8, 9 lands in about half our deck, so it's not that unusual. All right, well now I'm going to go Death Touch lifelink on one of the skellies. We're going to send them both. Maybe not. Because then they have a back attack. Maybe they'll block. I'm going to try it. We haven't shown anything for a long time, so maybe they'll fall for the Cutthroat here. And, of course, they just get to kill the pattern matcher, but it does get the Brontodon off the board, so we're going to do it. Although not with all of that black. I'm just gonna wait. I know Convolute is unlikely to matter, but I don't know, it could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like if they cast Howling Giant, we'd be happy to have a Convolute. Sorry, I was looking at what... the voting. Thanks, Fiddles. Oh, we're at my turn? Okay. Sorry, I got distracted looking at chat. Don't even know what turn I'm on here. Well... I'm just going to start getting some life back and probably make him deal with this Cutthroat here. See ya, Fiddles. I kind of want, like... Well, I was trying to bring that back to my hand, but I guess we play it. And that's why I wanted to wait, because we could probably go for the Trailblazer. And also probably why if we, you know, those of you who kept the Bone Splinters, you now have that for the Trailblazer. All right, deck, that's enough of the lands, though, okay? Please?
I bestow a mighty curse.
Well, Trailblazer pumps itself a bit. It's not nothing. And it's just an intimidating card to see in a red-green, presumably elemental-heavy deck. Why not send a Skelly too? Because I don't want to send both. I didn't think he was going to block, and he just blocks the one skeleton I send, no problem. I mean, maybe he worries about another Cutthroat, so that's reasonable. But I don't know why that... I was not expecting to win at that point in time, but okay, Oppo, thanks. Classic early Oppo scoops on Arena. Yeah, it was kind of a... not a great grind there. Oh, I'm off on my... Okay, they got 3 wins. Yeah, both players flooding is pretty boring. But I don't know why they scooped Robert. That made no sense to me. I guess it was the intimidating loyalty of Sorin. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. I presume one of the reasons I have so many viewers today is that other streamers don't have the fortitude to stream the day after the Eldraine preview stream when we have to go back to the old stuff. It is a kind of a depressing day to stream, but here I am. Are we keeping this? We have a Convolute Anything on 3, and then a War Chief probably on 5, and we have both of our colors. It could lead to a flood situation, or maybe we don't draw the cards we need to get on board early enough, so we are somewhat vulnerable to an early rush here, but I can't throw this back. It's a narrow keep, but I'm going to keep it. Just because all we need is some spells. We have great mana. We just need some spells. And we do have a Convolute on 3. That's a big deal for me, that we can Convolute something on 3. I disagree, obviously, Blackadder. Do you know how much your win percentage goes down when you mulligan? It's a lot. It's a lot. Yep. No rudeness needed. We're just disagreeing. That's cool. This can't hit Planeswalkers, so somebody said that it's impossible to beat a turn 3 Moo. So let's see if that's correct.
I'd like to stay out of this, but I'll fight if I must.
Yes.
Sky is
I keep a
my
spreadsheet, and here it is.
Divine power.
Oh, you want to go for the ultimate? No, I like just making the creature. Ooh, that's rough though, but Convolute just barely gets there for us. Well, it puts us in a tough spot. Well, Moose has still done a lot of work here, so it's okay. But there you go. That's one way to overcome a turn 2 in the abstract. Now let's see if we can get him anyway. Yeah, you're right. I should have kept... That was a mistake. You could punt that if you want. I think that was a bad block. I agree. That was a bad block. That was just me not thinking it through very well. Sorry. I'm going to play War Chief, though. All right, that's cool. But one of the reasons I ran it out there, I didn't play it well at the end there, and it was a little bit vulnerable to run out Moo, but basically I figured if they did overcome the Moo, they would use up so much of their resources to do so that we'd be in pretty good shape, and that is at least what's happening here. Moles? No, I don't track mulligans, but I mean, there's an image of every deck in there and a link to every video of the draft. So if you wanted to compile that information, you could. Does that make sense? I'm gonna start racing here. Let's just hack. Epicure or pattern match? We have time to pattern match. I'm going to play the biggest thing and the most expensive thing here. Really? I don't think they have... Are these... You think they're playing like they have on Summon? Yeah, I don't think they do. I think they just didn't realize how that was not going to work well for them. Now we get a Vial to interfere with potential double blocks and whatnot. We're going to offer up an Epicure. If they want to trade Vial and Brightwood for the Epicure, that's fine. I don't even care if they're gonna use 6 on the tracker when we're beating for 9 a turn. That's not going to work well for them. Ah, you were just on the wrong tab. Gotcha. So if they can track, that's fine. We're just gonna keep getting stuff. Oh, well, not a bad one, but hey, if they have a land, we get to finish off with a meme at least. Why wouldn't I block where? When did I not block? Oh, why wouldn't they block there? I don't know. Let's see. If we go... Can't quite do it all, which is to say profit, sack it, Vial, get in. But... So I think we just attack with both here. Nah, actually, I'm gonna Dragonfire the Sentinel. Oh, right, I could have. Sorry, I was thinking I needed to get 2 through. Darn it, man, I'm really playing this game sloppy. Sorry, folks. Well, I still was able to vial, but what I did is not take the win that was offered to me, which is really bad. They've got a known meteor golem, like they could end up coming back from this because of that. I think we'll still be okay. We're gonna get him to 2. But where's Dionysus? You can have, I would punt that. You don't give your opponents draw steps unnecessarily. That's a total punt. Yeah, board state tunnel vision, you got it. Blackadder called out one of my foibles. I wrestle with board state focus over win focus sometimes.
Some say I never heard of ya.
I mean, hey, I call out my mistakes because I'm really trying to help prevent them from the future, for the future, and this game should be just straight up over, and it's not, and that's a mistake. All right. It did not cost us the game, but it cost me a little bit of pride there. I tried to play a little tighter than that, so a little frustrating on that front. But we did get the win. We're still undefeated with the deck that I like less than the other one. I call this a 3 par, and we're, although observe that we have Moo. It's hard to say par 3 with Moo. I don't think she's worth going to 5 over, but this is probably about what I would have put our par at. Yeah, we could have made a soaring pun. That would have been good, too. Well, we got one of these vials we don't really want in our opener, but there it is. We don't have any blue yet, but we have vial into Barony Vampire. We have a murder. Don't have anything to match patterns yet with, but again, I'm not going to mulligan this. Mew? I don't know how to... You'd think... My stepmother is from Taiwan, and a huge portion of my extended family on her side of the family is Chinese, Taiwanese, and so I've grown up listening to Chinese spoken all around me, but I still couldn't tell you. I'll call my stepmother after the stream today and verify pronunciation there. Yeah, I'm just going to run out the vamp. We don't need to worry about a sprite yet. All right, deck, give us some islands now. How many vampires do we have for Sorin? Blame chat. 2. We got 2. Somewhat for science, somewhat for what are you playing instead. Like our backup plan, besides the vampires and the Sorin, it was pretty weak looking, so we decided not to. I'm pretty anti-Sorin too, but somewhat it's somewhat science-y, even though it's late in the format. Just kind of still experimenting with what a main deck Sorin in an underwhelming vampire count deck looks like. But yeah, we're talking about Befuddle, Convolute, Anticipate, Frilled Sea Serpent. Those are the types of replacements that we're looking at over Sorin and 2 Vamps. Well, it looks like they have something to do with 4 mana. I'm not sure. Well, this with the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat in hand, I mean, it's a pretty expensive combo, and we're short on lands, but I think I'm going to be patient here. We have a Murder as well, so... Oh, maybe they have Bone to Ash? That's super suspicious, right? Haha, Oppo. Your Bone to Ash doesn't matter when we can't cast anything anyway. But somehow we're winning this race. Oh, man. Oh, he beat all these winged words. That Piranhas might even be worth a Bone Splinters here to keep the pressure up, but I guess we're not going to get him to 0 anytime soon. That's probably not right. Not like this deck, but we're still fine. We even haven't given up one of our foul to gives yet. I mean, I'm not going to splinter yet. You like killing his board here for, I don't know, for 3 damage? Like, they're just going to play stuff and then we're behind. Kind of too late. Anyway, we'll pass this turn. I think we should wait till we get some land and see if we can't make a game of this by actually casting the stuff in our hand on important stuff. That guy's the worst, so we'll kill him with the old murder. Just gonna murder now. Hey, check it out. Right about now. Let's see if they bite. You never know. Sometimes they bite. No, fought fools. We're going to do the review in a bit here. All right, still want some more blue, but nice to be getting some land at any rate. And the Sailor needs double blue to cast and activate. Trying to figure out if we're giving up Barony to the Sprite, given Sorin, and their life total. I think I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm going to go full control because I changed my mind midstream again, but I'm going to go attack. I am going to Vial now on this Sprite. My favorite color pair from yesterday. Great question. Nothing leapt out at me as like, ooh, this is what I want to be, except where we didn't get to be, which was red-blue. I really want to do red-blue. Oh, that's too bad. They get to eat. Well, it still trades if they want to block either of these. That's cool. Yeah, we lose our 1 vamp currently from the board, but that was not the worst. And now we can Sailor at the end of their turn and draw our way to another island from Mew. Mew. Now I'm paranoid. I want to make sure I'm saying my words right. Yeah, black-green looked good. I will say that black looked like the best color. Black looked insane. It often is, Razor. Which is why Dimir is always so good, because black always has the removal, and oh, we knew they had a Bone to Ash. Oh well. We were totally playing around Bone to Ash earlier. Was that this game? Or was that a different game? We gave him the Sailor. So it goes. We got Moo. Let's Moo it. We'll attack first, though. That's a good point. So maybe call her Yanling. Moo.
Vow to the howling winds.
If they have pump, this ends with them using pump on a 1-for-1. You know, badly is if 1-for-1 is badly, then you've got a pretty good card, right? Maybe they do, but all right. They've used up us one. This is like the worst case scenario, right? A 1-for-1 against us. And it doesn't even kill it. So we're still okay. Oh, no, they can. I thought it was going to be 3-1.
This quest was a disappointment.
Hardly Muya. We can get another Cutthroat. We could get another Skelly. What would holding back Cutthroat have done in that spot, right? Okay, we're gonna match here. We could match for a Skeleton or a Cutthroat. Probably just want to take our biggest, even though we could play another Skeleton right now. My Cutthroat could have blocked the flyer? Disagree. Oh, right. Sorry, that was my bad. I didn't know my Mythic well. Good call. I disagreed and was wrong, but didn't matter. We got the victory. Reading cards. Blackadder got me again. Hey, look. Made it to Platinum. That's unusual for us. We just don't usually draft enough, but I've been rolling on the format pretty good, so usually we get the paid account and the free-to-play account both to gold. Oh yeah, maybe we did make it last month too, so maybe we kind of just get there. Does R&D try to rotate the best color each set? No, they try to balance it each set and just get it wrong every time because it's that hard to do. Irish is like, just gold? Yeah, it's just the way I play. Understand that I'm splitting my play between 2 accounts, and all of my play is happening between basically 9 to noon on stream. Like, I don't play much Arena offline. Maybe like two 2 or 3 drafts a week I play offline. So I'm really only playing, call it 8-ish drafts a week between 2 accounts. You cannot get to, and yeah, I do a ton of best of 3. I love best of 3. So I'm not focused on rank at all. And when you only draft 8 times a week total between 2 accounts, much of it best of 3, you're lucky to get to platinum. It doesn't happen this, so. My win rate, and that's why, and that's exactly why I keep a spreadsheet, because I do not want to try and figure out how good I am based on Wizards' ranking system. I want to just know how I'm doing. So if you go look at my spreadsheet, the arena results are there on the arena tab on the MTG Arena limited results, and right now we're at a 61.1% win rate. Any idea how to fix the problem of people re-rolling drafts in order to compete in Mythic? I don't know. Does Wizards think that's a problem? They're probably like, that's cool. Thank you for the platinum tip there, Razor. Appreciate that a lot. I have not yet streamed Magic Online. It might be something I do in the future, but I have been pretty consistently an arena streamer and have... Sure. Which one do we play first? Oppo goes first. We're going to keep this. Hopefully we draw a 2. It'd be lovely to draw a 1 or a 2 that we can cast. Yeah, I'd love to stream Chandelar. We did draw a 2, but that's not what I meant. You know what I meant, deck. Damn it. Hey, there's a 2. Love it. But yeah, playing this on 3 and just dropping the Epicure probably makes sense. Remind me after this game to speak to that re-rolling at Mythic problem, because it is kind of interesting. I was being a little flippant, but there's stuff to talk about there. So I'm putting this stop on just in case. I don't think we want a weaponsmith now. In fact, I'm going to take it off. We don't. Ooh, another vamp. So if we play out Sorin and -3 and drop the Epicure, we have 2 blockers, but then they can kill Sorin. And now it actually matters to me because we have actual vampires. So I'm going to actually not play a Planeswalker yet. We're going to try and build out our board a bit so that when we do drop either Sorin or Mew or Yanling, that we have the defenses to get that done. And I guess, sure, we'll go ahead and play the Vial now, since we're not protecting Planeswalkers. Unfortunately, I don't want to trade off a Vamp because of our Sorin, so we're going to let all this come through. Yeah, we were talking about that before, Zach. You know, some people call me Spain. I can call her Moo. What's up, Moo? Or Mew. All right, well, we found some land. That's pretty important. And we could actually pattern match for weaponsmith and sack the vial. I do want to just continue to build out our board in terms of protecting, but this spectral sailor is going to get out of hand. So we'll let them draw, and then we're going to shoot down the vial, or shoot down the sailor with the vial. I'm going to go ahead and match the weaponsmith, though. Then we have a nice board across the bottom. We have a dead sailor across the top. And then hopefully we can deploy our planeswalkers with good effectiveness. I'm going to cancel... Well... No attacks. Wait till they activate Sailor, and then we'll pick it off. I'm gonna do it in response. Don't want to let them untap with it, then they get another one. No, we went 3 and 3 with that one, Mensch, and then we all decided we wanted to draft again, and I was like, I'm in. All right. We have been patient, but it is turning difficult. And I know we want to keep Vamps for Sorin, but I'm going to take out the Cutthroat while we can here. Sorry. I think we got to do it. We can't just sit here and take all this damage again and again and again. We can do Weaponsmith and cast the Pattern Matcher, but can't match anything. Here I think we can now... Well, trouble is, again, if we do Sorin... Sorin dies. So I'm going to do Weaponsmith and Pattern Matcher. Didn't think we had any, but I was just... gotta shuffle that up, you know? Trouble is, then we just lose Sorin. Then they attack out and we lose Sorin. I don't want to do that if we don't have to. Let's see if we can drain their hand and then just take over with these two. God. Harder and harder to pull this off. Although now if we draw a land, I'll just play the Epicure on its own. And yeah, I'll trade for this. All right, we've shown all the patience in the world here, trying to find a spot where our planeswalkers are really well protected. If we draw a swamp or an island, we can cast both next turn. Are you kidding me? Oppo just has everything every time. It's so frustrating. But there's a reason they're facing off in the platinum bracket in the undefeated section. They've got good cards and are playing well. Yeah, that's a good point. At least gives us something to throw, and we'll probably have to kill a Sentinel here. But they have been very lucky on their draws. That's fine, we get lucky on our draws, but man. All right, we do get some action here, though. That's good. So we're going to drop Sorin. And it's, yeah, we're gonna have to...
Your lifeblood is sweetest.
The mind is a tempest that can be controlled or unleashed. Quell your temper.
All right. We have a chance, but Soren still doesn't do much here, and they're going to attack Yanling down to where we can't make it a 4-4 unless we want to kill her, which we might, maybe we'll do. That's the expected attack there. Gonna block the 2/2, and Yanling loses 1 loyalty.
You carry a strong will.
Oh wait, we do have a second vial that we should go and get. Trouble is, if we go get it, we don't have it to block, so we can't do it now. Hope we don't draw the vial, but we'll try and get it at the end of their turn. That is not what we wanted to see at all. Can't thin the deck, Metapod, if we cost ourselves a blocker in the process. All right, that's unfortunate. Now we're going to have to, I think, just turn Yanling into a 4/4 flyer.
Respect nature, and it will offer assistance.
And this.
My blood flows
Nice,
through
Hobbs.
you.
I guess we weaponsmith now. Like, I'd rather just have the vial available. Now that we have failed to protect our planeswalker, I'm just going to get the vial. Yeah, everybody wants Soren to be better than he is. Soren is medium. Medium at best. But it's a planeswalker, it's mythic, so it just feels like he should be better, and people keep taking other Soren abilities and trying to tack him onto this Soren. Yeah, Oppo's got... This is where we see how much they fear the Soren, right? Although it isn't a spot where we start throwing lifelink on the bird, and it's pretty good for us. All right, going to 1, it looks like. We hope. Hope we're going to 1. Nah, honestly, I didn't. Because, I mean, 3/4 really matters. Like, we have a lot of 3/3s that cannot deal with this. So it was pretty important, I think, to do it that way. Nice Octoprofit here. I know we're going to play this Swamp. I'm just going to play it. And then take a look. Nice. Definitely want the murder, of course, and probably just want the cutthroat even just as a dude. So we'll keep him in this order. Sorin is still medium. It's just that Sorin is super medium in this deck, but super medium was better than we felt what we had to play instead. That's why we're playing Sorin in the 2 vampire deck. Wow. All right then. That's tough. Yeah, murder coming on time, but we are going to face one extra 3/3 here. But if they attack with both, I think we profit the... Oh, no, we would just take the 3 and Weaponsmith and Octoprofit. So I don't think they have attacks here, at least. Oh, 2/2 after murder, that's right. I thought it would, like, somehow stay to 3/3. But yeah, just a wolf that gets buffed. And 2/2, obviously, way better for us than a 3/3, right? Because Weaponsmith can block a 2/2. Interesting attack. Yeah, we're not going to search. Don't worry. We don't have anything to search for anything. Anyway. Yeah, we have the murder, so we should trade. And then if they save it, they don't get the token anyway. And I'm going to start with the murder so we know if we have the safe attack or not.
Bloodline flows through you.
They're like, he's got Cutthroat, but I have to block. But he's got Cutthroat, but I have to block. You were right. I had Cutthroat. Didn't matter. I didn't care either way. We get a point or we get a dead wolf. I liked both modes. All right. Yeah, the patience paid off. We didn't run our planeswalkers out into immediate doom. And Yanling managed to make us an air elemental that got there. Wow, it's been a roller coaster of play today. We've had some really tight games where our technical play got us there, and then some really loose moments. But I guess that's magic. We're, regardless, 6-0. Wow. Now this would be a way to go out, right? This would be a way to send off M20. Technical play means, I guess it just means tight play in narrow, hard to see ways. Just means like the little things, like we were talking about technical play, playing the right land on turn 1, knowing what else is in your deck is good technical play. So really, maybe it just means good play, but it tends to mean about the more narrow, hard to see stuff that a lot of players tend to miss. Well, we got a lot of death, but these vials, I'm gonna mulligan this. I don't think we want the vials, and Yeah, mulligan this. This looks better. We get our friend Soren again, and I'm gonna ditch the war chief. Maybe we ditch Soren. We just ditch Soren here? What do you think? I think it's Soren or war chief. I'm just not sure which. But it didn't win us all those games. Yeah, let's we have shuffle effects. Don't worry, Soren will come back when we need him. Ancestral Blade. Unfortunately, they get a nice curve out here. Oppo's gonna bum rush us. He said all those games. Soren has been relevant in... Soren has showed up in 2 of our games. We'll thief this. I'm saying all those games is a little bit of an exaggeration. And we don't know if we would have won those games with a different card other than Soren, too. Taking some damage here, going to 12 and then to 11, but I still like it. If they drop a ground creature... Oh, they get first strike? No, they get +1/+1. Okay, so we can still attack. That's fine. Can even have potentially murder ready, but probably just gonna let the thief go here and then cutthroat. All right, they're happy with that. Let's see. We want... I guess we have to murder... Do we need to murder here? Maybe we just profit and have to go pretty low here. If they have +2/+1 to everything, we're kind of in deep trouble. But ooh, is move good enough? What does Yanling here get us? We're gonna have to murder next turn, basically. But what are we trying to get to, Blackadder? Like, if we bin those, what are we trying to get to? No blue. Yeah, no blue. You're right. No blue makes her an instant bin. But pattern match at least gets us some more stuff. But I guess we need to deal with the air. Yeah, okay. There are things that help us deal with the air, and these aren't it. So we'll bin them both. No, I think we even keep... we ditch the matcher, because the pattern matcher isn't matching anything that saves us from, like... what's actually going on here, I don't think. And we have a murder, but we gotta... We're gonna have to murder the golem, play the vial, and then vial the Pegasus. Yeah, maybe that's fair, James. Soren is a little bit playable when you're... Soren is playable enough when your options besides... when your replacement options are not great. Huh, okay. I see. Yeah, it makes sense. They didn't want to attack with the 2/2. It was just going to die. So we got to take this 7. Pretty hard hit here. Might even have to, like, stay... Let's see what they do. Oh, do they have Disfigure or Bone Splinters? Yeah, that's rough. Although, taking out the Thief, which is fine. We weren't going to attack with the Thief again. We might be able to stabilize here. And I'm going to Vial. Could also just, we could War Chief, which threatens to trade with the Golem. What do you think? We could War Chief here. Yeah, we go to 1. Now, do we just lose on War Chief? Yeah, if this is blank, I think we have to assume this is blank. Well, if they moved the blade, what does that do? All right, we'll Vial and hold and be ready to murder or convolute, but we're gonna have to murder. We can't not murder, so I'm just gonna do it now. Well, that's a good sign. They're looting. But hopefully they didn't find anything. Did they find anything is the question. Brick. Now, if they don't have anything, we get to Vial the Pegasus and be stable, right? And we hold up Convolute. What you doing, Oppo? Yeah, if they don't want to take us to 1, that's even better. They don't want to take us to 1. All right. I'm going to try and shoot it out of the sky right now. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we might be being hasty. Let's think this through. Trouble is, if I think too long, I rope out. We're at 0 hourglasses. Yeah, we could kill the Splicer. That's what I'm thinking. Like, because then they can't attack with the Pegasus, right? I think... I'm going to pass on all fronts. And then what's going to happen is they're going to use the bag to find something. It's going to cost them a couple, and the Convolute's going to be good, and we can still... It gives us an attack. That's true. Maybe I need to figure out how to start attacking faster so that we can not give them a chance to close this out from 4. But I think we just take out the Pegasus. I think it's fancy play to try and strand the Pegasus at this point. Not an amazing convolute, but we're going to convolute anything here. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around. I'm just taking out the Pegasus. Nice. I like that. Just gives us some extra D and allows us to start attacking. Vampire could have been bait, but it was unlikely, given how they've been playing. So if it was bait, it was like, okay. I mean, come on, are they really baiting Convolute at this point? Probably not. I think it's certainly possible, but I thought it was a low enough probability that I didn't really worry about it. Well, technical play, so what would your technical play be there, though? To not counter that? I see what you're saying. Sure. I like it, Blackadder. That's what we're talking about with, like, technical play. Just the little things that could make a difference. Well, if only Fathom Fleet Cutthroat had Flash. As it is, we may be doomaged here. We do have a Bone Splinters somewhere in the deck. But Sanitarium Skeleton at least can sit here and chump endlessly. But do we... I'm going to try for... I'm going to look like we're a little bit desperate here and do this, because I would be happy to trade to do this. Huh? All right, they're doing it. Thank you. Thank you, Oppo. We'll take it. That's good. Not gonna lie. We're on a clock again. Diver MacGyver with the call. Wait. What if they don't see it? Shh, don't tell them. Shh. Ha ha ha! See, MacGyver? You just gotta believe. Okay, we're still dead, but that was funny. All right, Oppo, somehow you figured it out. Or at least, you didn't figure it out, but it was still good enough. All right, we did not get the perfect 7-0, unfortunately. We did do that on Monday. That was cool. But we have a foul to give yet still, so let's try and find one more win. Let's just call 7 wins the dream, shall we, Timnos? Not a great opener, really, but I'm also not mulliganing this. It'll probably be the same value. So if it was good for you last time, go for it again. We could probably do it here, and it would be fine. We certainly have the bankroll for it. All right, we got a turn on 3, or a play on 3, so that's good. Probably counter anything they do, basically. That's great. If that works for you that way, Stratic, go for it. Yeah, we'll counter that. Deny them some card advantage. For me, I kind of like the eat it all at once feeling too, you know, so you can go either way with that. I'm going to go Valueless Cutthroat. We have a pattern matcher, and I want to start blocking and attacking here. Sometimes you just got to accept that your Cutthroat is a hill giant. Well, that Warlord could be problematic. Maybe pattern match. I guess I'm going to let him have one here, and we'll go... Do you think they would... If we attack, I don't even think they'll block. We were showing the one here. Well, do we need to? Like, is it so important that we can't let him have... spend 5 mana and a turn on a 1/1 white soldier creature? Like, that's okay. I think I'm going to play the War Chief. If they want to make a spend their entire turn to make a 1/1, we'll let them have that here. But I'm not going to risk the Cutthroat yet. We'll just do this. We'll probably go from black to red, I guess. Or we can do anything, whatever. What do you want to hear, Dionysus? Hey, what do you know? See, we waited, and now we get a sweet Bone Splinters target. We've only done black. Maybe I'll put it to a vote. What I'm really good with, Stratic, is attracting viewers who are even better at spreadsheets. That's what I've learned. But before we sack this Vengeful War Chief, we're going to go get another one. And... yeah, I'll offer this for Shaman. And then we're gonna Splinters the Warlord. Raptor heard me. Raptor is one of the people I'm referring to when I say I attract viewers who are better at spreadsheets than I am. Raptor has made this Mastery Pass spreadsheet. I'll let you bring it up, Raptor. But basically, Raptor has committed, or has expressed the intent to update his spreadsheet, which was really useful. Flooding out a bit, but so is Oppo. And we have a better board spot, so alright. Looks like Fiddle started that. Where is it? Here's what Fiddle started that I opened up. Well, they found something to stabilize. Now we're in a spot where we may have to double block. Oh, well, now if we double block, one of ours lives. So thanks for that attack, Oppo. Deck, that's enough with the lands. That's 10 lands. Hard to win with 6 spells and 10 lands. Actually, 5 spells, and we just, one of them was a 2-for-1. Yeah, watch out. Watch out for it, Stratic. Ninja nerf of the Mastery Pass, you know. They're itching in their hand, though. All right, just playing a land, playing a land. Now what are they going to do? All right. Show us the money, Prophet. That, yes. Thank you, Octoprofit. That was a good scry. We're both flooding. 2 lands on the bottom was not enough. So let's see, what are our chances now that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9, 13 of 17 lands already found. So we've got 4 in 22, 2 in 11, about 1 in every 5.5 cards is going to be a land. So we'll draw one. 4 and 20, yeah, that's pretty, like, 4 and 22 is you know, that happens a lot. If I said you had a 4 in 22 chance of your car breaking down on the way to work today, you wouldn't drive it. Hey, wait, that's good. We haven't even used any of these yet. That's like drawing 3 cards right there. And what's really nice is then we can attack with the War Chief because the Vial will finish off the Vorsti. But let's put our stop on here. Yeah, it shuffles the deck and increases our chance at a land, but I will trade that for getting some Vials going. Hey, that's interesting. Stephen poses a line where we attack with the War Chief, although at this point now they could double block with the Sentinel and the Courier, and the deck is low enough that it's an interesting line and worth calling out, Stephen, but I'm going to decline. Yeah, because it doesn't need to block with the Vorst anymore. Shut up. Shut up. It was still correct. I don't care that you called it. It was still correct. We're still in a good spot. I don't know. It increased the chance of drawing a land, but it would have been brutal to draw a Vial. I could attack with the Chief, but they have blocks I don't like. Like, yeah, I guess we could do. Yeah, maybe we could have attacked with the Chief. We'll think about that next time, especially with 2 of these. But yeah, I think you're right that we could have attacked with the Chief there. Right. Yeah, we could hide the second now. I still don't want to draw it, though. I feel like if I hide the second, we're just going to draw it. We're not going to take the chance. Oh, wow. I accidentally double-clicked, but happened to double-click on the right thing. I guess we could have undone the mana ad anyway. So here comes another land. What? Okay, that's great. Fantastic. I think we just kind of win. Yep, they agree. Hey, now that's the way to finish a format on a max win run. Well, what a good format. Hey, Robert, glad to see you're still here. Robert was telling me before that Yanni, a guy named one of the designers in R&D, was this Robert? Did Yanni lead this set? Anyway, Robert says that a lot of the crafting of this set was on Yanni Skolnick's back, and I want to give a shout out to Yanni for the excellent set. So tell him thank you from me, Rob, and yeah, hope he's doing well. Yes. I'm going to take a look at this, and then we'll chat for a bit before we do... I'm going to take a little break, and then we'll do set review stuff. Mythic, to add to our mythics. One more gem grind to note on the spreadsheet. Where is it? Where are we? Oh, we didn't add this one yet. Let's see. So we had 80 on the grind from the Planeswalkers plus 20 there. So we have 100 on the grind. We went 7 and 1. And we paid gold to enter. No gems. We got 950 on the prize. We called that one... What was that deck called? Somebody had a good name for that deck, and I can't remember what it was now. We'll go 5. Play ranked draft. M20. Sore Spot. Thank you. Oh, it was the other deck that somebody else named. 2020 hindsight. On. And then that was a straight blue-black. Black-blue. All right. That was great. Now I'm going to say thanks to YouTube for hanging out. Sorry I didn't say goodbye before updating my spreadsheet. I could have let you off the hook earlier. But thanks for hanging out. Catch you next draft, which should be... Eldraine Sealed is actually the next event that will probably be up on YouTube. See ya, everybody on YouTube.